my week this week, I did a what if. So what if there was a wrestling Hall of Fame for matches? What match or matches would you induct? So UFC has done this with a couple fights they've put in the Hall of Fame. We don't have any wrestling matches in the Hall of Fame. So if you had to pick, what would you put in your wrestling matches Hall of Fame?
I don't want to see them do this. Just stick with people. Don't. I don't need that. It's kind of like how like they induct groups and you're inducted a second time in the Hall of Fame too. It's like I'd rather just see people. Like I get tag teams, but not like full groups.
I mean, I get why UFC did it with Bonner and Griffin, because that was like the catalyst to the UFC becoming the UFC. So like to immortalize those two men for what they did for the sport and the company and MMA in general, like I get why they did it there. I was thinking about this. I mean, God, there's so many matches, right? It's like, what do you do? But I think I came up with 4 as like a first Hall of Fame class, 4 to 5. Not necessarily that these are like the greatest of great matches, but for me, like now I'm thinking about it, I probably got 6. Hall of Fame class is usually like 6 to 7 people, but I'll go. I got Omega Okada.
Which one?
The first one.
Okay.
The first one. Omega Okada 1. Steamboat Savage.
That's my number 1.
Undertaker and Mick, Hell in a Cell, where he gets thrown off the cage.
That was my number 1.
I got Christopher Daniels, Samoa Joe, and AJ Styles in their triple threat.
Unbreakable.
Yep. And Stone Cold Bret Hart, WrestleMania
13.
And then for me, we just talked about them. I got FTR and the Briscoes in the dog collar match at 6.
I'm definitely going Hell in the Cell. Nick and Taker. I think probably one of the most talked about matches ever.
Did he wrestle Coco Beware and we could put both of them in at the same time?
Is this who I think it is?
Yep.
I'm just not getting it.
The other rival.
The op is in the building.
I swear every time he's on, he has a different username.
I gotta go WrestleMania 12 Iron Man match, Bret and Shawn. That's one of my favorites of all time. This is probably gonna surprise you guys that I'm gonna put this on there, but Halloween Havoc 97, Eddie and Ray. I can go back and watch that match anytime. That's a classic. And then probably take over Brooklyn, Sasha and Bailey. You know, throw a women's match on there.
That was on my list for sure.
I'll go Savage Steamboat. And I will go, man, this is tough. I'll go, we talked about it, Terry Funk, Sabu, and Sandman. Was that them? In the first Barely Legal?
Yeah.
Yep.
That. Newer wise, I'll go Take Over Dallas, the one that me and you went to, Chris. Sammy and Shinsuke.
Good match.
Mm-hmm. And then the match that is like number 1 in WWE that people say, Taker Shawn, first one.
God damn it.
First one or at WrestleMania?
WrestleMania 25.
25, okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I wasn't sure if you were going back to number 1.
No.
Mine's part moment, part match. So for that, I'd have to put Rock Hogan.
What's the criteria? I listed the criteria as matches, and this dude wants to throw in part moment.
I mean, was Hell in a Cell for the match or was it for the moment?
Both.
For the match. There was a lot
Match.
of moments, but it wasn't just one moment.
You said Rock Hogan.
Hogan.
Yeah. I'd put Sasha Bailey. I'd put Undertaker, Shawn, and I'd put Hogan Andre.
Man, old WWE.
Of course. Some AEW on that shit.
If I was putting like another promotion, I was thinking maybe New Japan. What was it? Best of Super Juniors was Ricochet and Will Ospreay. The match that kind of broke the internet 5 years ago or whenever it was.
The match that Jericho called Ospreay on and told him he needs to slow it down or else he's going to end his career prematurely.
And then here we are. All circles back.
The one that Vader was talking about too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, everybody was talking about that.
You're like coming from a big man who did flips back then.
All right, hit us up on social media. Let us know what if there was a Wrestling Hall of Fame for matches. What matches would you include / induct into the Hall of Fame?